What's up, guys? This is Do the Walrus. This is my YouTube channel. This is my first deck profile. I run a Chaos Piper. Um, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, BLS, 2 Chaos Sorcerers, and a Dad. These are the common Chaos, you know, throw-ins. Dad is the only exception. Maybe one more Chaos. I chose not to run another Chaos because I always draw into it, and then I don't have that extra dark or that extra light. So I was like, yeah, let's just throw a Dad. I might get him. I might not, because I do have a lot of actual graveyard control with this. Believe it or not. All right, I run one Gorz. I run no Trag because whenever I draw the Trag, I never get to play them and they just crowd up my hand, because I do have a lot of drawing problems. I keep getting stuff on the field. I run 2 Cyber Dragon and 2 Kai's. Cyber Dragon, they're level 5. I generally don't have a whole lot of monsters on my field, so I just special summon them, and then I'll play one of my tuners, tune up for a Brio or something. Caius, Treeborn Frog, he always comes back if I don't have any spell or traps. I don't run any traps, no back row. So, the Treeborn Frog's always coming back, sacrifice Caius for Treeborn for Caius. Get Caius's effect. It's always nice to get rid of those nasty back row, or if I really have to, get rid of my opponent's monsters. But I usually save Caius effect for back row if I don't have an MST. Alright, Draw Engine, Mystic Piper. I run 3 of each because it's usually I don't have any Mystic Pipers, or I don't have any Kinkabayus, because I tried running 2 Mystic, 3 Kinko, 2 Kinko, 3 Mystic. I just figure it's better to have all 3. I do run 2 Treeborn Frog because if I don't have 2, I'm not going to be able to draw into the Treeborn Frog like I need it. And Treeborn Frog coming back every turn is very helpful with this deck. You can synchro with it, Exceed. It's very nice. Tribute if you have to. I run 2 Battle Fader. My tuners are Unknown Synchron because it works just like Cyber Dragon. Symphonic Warrior, because his effect is whenever you use it, say you have 5 cards in your hand, he's level 1, he now becomes a level 6. He gains a level for every card in your hand plus the one he already has. So that works out pretty well. I've had him become a 6 card tuner, or 6 level tuner. And then I just summon, with the Treeborn Frog, bam, there's a level 7. If I had a Battle Fader from the turn before, it's a level 8 right there. And I run 2 Effect Veiler, 1 DD Crow. I don't run 3 Effect Veiler because I don't really need 3, and plus I need the extra dark for the DD Crow, which DD Crow is very nice to have. Effect Veiler, I use him a lot as a tuner in this deck. I have 4 tuners. I use Effect Veiler 50% of the time. I hardly ever run into Unknown Synchron when I need him. Symphonic Warrior is a boss. I always search for him with Sengen. Always. Mech Lord Emperor Weisel and Granel. Very nice cards. Say my opponent, plays Dark Hole, Torrential Tribute. I get to throw these dudes down. Bam! In your face. Weisel has a 2,500 attack. Mech Lord Granal comes in, say if he comes in the beginning of the game, he comes at 4,000 because it's half his effect is he gains half the attack, half the life points is my attack. Half my life points is his attack. That's what I'm trying to say. And they get to take control of Synchro, blah blah blah, and it's really awesome. Sengen, I run 1 Sengen because it's all you can run. Sengen, he searches pretty much my entire deck. I have 17 level 1s, and he searches every single freaking one of them. It's pretty nice. Yeah, 17. Sengen. Alright, into the spells. I do not run any traps. It's not needed. I do have all the traps in my side deck. I have like 8 traps in my side deck. For game 2, switch it out. And, you know, they're not expecting all this back row. And I'm just throwing it down like crazy. Mess up their game plan. I run 1 for 1 because there, you know, there is a lot of level 1s in this deck. I run 2 potted dualities. It helps me draw because not every turn on special summoning, you know, Mystic Piper or something, like especially at the beginning of the game, because I hate going first turn with this deck because I'm always getting attacked in the next turn unless I have a Battle Fader or Gores in my hand. Three creature swap because I do have a lot of low level, you know, level 1s in this deck, and some of them have 0/0 attack, so I just creature swap their stuff. You know, bam, I get to run my own stuff over. And if if it's Mystic Piper, you know, whatever, Effect Veiler, I have to actually creature swap and Effect Veiler. You know, it helps because, you know, he's a tuner. Kinkabayu, bam, Effect Veiler. If I have another Kinkabayu in the hand, I can synchro for a Formula Synchron, draw a card. You know, come level 2, I can synchro, let's say they have a level 4, synchro my Formula Synchron with that level 4, I get a Bryo. It's awesome. Creature Swap is an awesome card in this deck. I have a lot of people running the Chaos, you know, Pipers. Try to be original in mine. Scapegoat. You know, someone's out 4 tokens. Everybody knows what Scapegoat does. You can synchro Scapegoat, which is awesome. Foolish Burial. I throw in Treeborn, Mystic Piper, a Dark if I need it, or a Light. Foolish Burial is an awesome card for this deck. I wish I could have more, but, you know, can't. Lure of Darkness, sometimes you need those extra draws, even if you have to banish something. But usually if I have to banish something, I'm going to go for, if I have 2 Chaos Sorcerers in my hand, or I have an extra Kinka, you know, because you only need 1 Kinka, and you just crowds up your hand. So, it helps me from not crowding up my hand. Well, I do draw 2 cards, but I mean, usually the 2 cards I draw are very much needed, because it's either I have no cards in my hand because I'm playing them like crazy, or I'm not drawing what I need and they're just stacking up. Two Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. Staples in this deck. Alright, this is my Chaos Piper build. For my extra deck, I run Bryo, Stardust, Thought Ruler, Mistworm, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Light End Dragon, Gaia Knight, the Force Earth, Formula Synchron. I do run an Adrius because, you know, 2 Cyber Dragons. I don't run the Cyber Fortress. I don't like him at all. Adrius, I run him. He's level 5. Plus, you know, Formula Synchron, I can always make him a level 5 if I need to. Wait a couple turns. I run a number 17, Photon, Utopia, Acid Golem. And then there's the level 6 I'm trying to get. It's a Flame Bell. I don't remember his name, but he's in the mail. Yeah. Ooh, and I got a Grinder Golem token. Gores. Fun stuff. Yep. Yep, extra deck. Side deck. Everybody's side deck's different. I just run this because it's what I need. I run a DD Crow, Neospatian Grand Mole, Spirit Reaper, because if I'm getting in a jam or something, you know, sometimes he's nice to have in my deck, sometimes he's not, because he's a level 3. He's a dark, and everybody knows his effect. I do have my 2 Trag side deck, just in case. I have a 3rd Caius, switch out with Cyber Dragon or Dad. Dad's usually the one I'll switch stuff out with. Alright, my trap. Solemn Judgment, 2 Torrential Tributes, 1 Bottomless, Magical Cylinder. I do run a Ceasefire. I love this card because people like to, I call it oversummon. People oversummon and then I'll throw down Ceasefire, or like I'll have Ceasefire down, Chaos Dragons. You just summon an entire freaking field of Chaos Dragons. This is like, you know, say it's the end game. That's, you know, I have 1 monster in my field. You just summon 5. I flip Ceasefire because mine probably face down, and bam, you just took 30,000. That could be game. That's a lot of life points. 25 at the most, or 25, whatever. And then I run 2 compulsionary evacuation. And my only spell on my extra deck, or my side deck, is enemy controller. Very nice card. Get rid of. I wish I could fit him in my main deck. I really could, but I need what I got in my main deck. Enemy controller is nice because that Treeborn Fog coming back. Even if I don't use them for the a tribute or a synchro on Treeborn Fog, I can use enemy controller, tribute it, take control of my opponent's monster, bam, run them over. It's very nice. This is Do the Wars. Alright, this is my first video, so if you like it, give me some thumbs up, comment. Comments are always helpful, so I love comments. Alright, well, subscribe if you want to.